Are you curious about art journaling, but you're not sure where to start? You're in the right place. I've been art journaling for many years, and I am so excited to introduce you to this fun and creative art form. Today, I'll share with you what art journaling is, what you need to get started, and lots of examples to inspire your creativity. So what is art journaling? There are many techniques and ideas that fall under the umbrella of art journaling. Depending on what materials and imagery you enjoy working with, we all have a different way we like to approach our art journaling. So for me, art journaling is a book to create and explore a variety of art and craft techniques. It's my laboratory for experimentation and exploration. It's a place to write and express my true self. My art journal contains all sorts of writing, drawings, painting, and collage techniques. Art journaling is about the journey of creation, and it isn't focused on the final product. So you may find this definition very broad, and it really is. The art journal is a chance for us to let go, to explore without judgment. The best thing about working in a book is you can decide if you want to share it with others, or if it's a private place for creative contemplation. I love art journaling because it is one of the few places that I can relax, let go, and just be. If I've had a challenging day, through paint and words, I can express my frustration. I can also hold those beautiful, happy moments expressed in collage and watercolor. For me, it's a huge part of my self-care, a place to work through my thoughts and feelings, and at the same time, learn to make beautiful art through the process. The process of art journaling has helped me through grief, life disappointments, and has been a constant companion as I was dealing with health issues. I can't imagine where I would be without the outlet of my journal. So what kind of art is inside an art journal? This is completely up to you. I personally love mixed media art journaling, so my journals are always a mix of different mediums. Some pages are just experiments with color, with backgrounds. Others are more completed with focal imagery and words. Some pages have a junk journal feel using old papers and random household items. So some of my pages are my own sketching and drawing. I will take some of these images and scan them and print them so I can use them in other projects. Other times I like to use pre-made focal imagery from brands like Simply Stated Design. I truly believe that art journaling is whatever you want to make it. If you love to draw, then draw. If you like to play with papers and stickers, go for it. Most importantly, it's about the process, and it's meant to be free of rules. So here's some specific examples of my art journaling process and how it's changed and evolved over the years. So these first journals that I started in aren't super pretty or even completed. I use a combination of paint to create backgrounds, inks to play with color, and some different mediums that I was testing. A lot of these are just backgrounds that aren't completed. I keep these books and don't alter them. I love that they show the beginning of my creative process of learning how to use different materials, to design pages, and to even be brave enough to add color and designs and my own drawing to a page. As I learned more techniques and I tried different things, my art changed as I grew in my skill. So some of my current journals have complex pages, like some of these pages with 6 or more layers on them. These are part of courses that I'm developing. But then other pages are much simpler. They are a place to add in my thoughts, and that's good enough. Not every page needs to be complex, nor do any of them need to be complex. It depends on what you want to get out of the process. So where do you start with art journaling? This is very personal to each of us. If you love collage, start by gathering some paper, your favorite glue, and start experimenting. If acrylic paint interests you more, start there. It's about starting and seeing what comes of the process. So I hope you've enjoyed this video that's demystified art journaling for you, and that these examples have given you some ideas of where you can end up. It can feel a little daunting at first, so I hope that you will follow along over the next year as I'm working through a lot of art journaling techniques and ideas. So make sure that you like and subscribe, because every time you like a video, that helps more people see it. And if you subscribe, then you get to see my new content when it first comes out. If you are looking for some ideas about what to look for an art journal, what supplies to start using, and even some basic techniques, check out my Art Journaling 101 playlist. That one has a lot of the curated content that is meant specifically for people who are starting out. So I hope that will give you some ideas on where to go, how to improve your skills, and where you could go with your art journaling in a way that feels not overwhelming, but really, really fun. And if you'd like to go deeper with me, please visit my website. I have the link in the description below, and sign up for my newsletter. That is a chance for me to connect with you a little bit more one-on-one. I go a little bit deeper into my own personal journey with art. I have new inspiration, different ideas. I talk a lot about creative block, how to get past it, how we can stay creative even with a busy schedule. And I hope that that content can help you feel inspired this year to just do more and create more. So thanks for following along today. I hope you check out my playlist, and I'll see you in those next videos.